Hello. In this tutorial, what I'm going to do is show you how to make a copy of and filter for your own personal PE data for Mr. Lunardo's PE class. Now, the spreadsheet that I have in front of me is actually not yours, but this is a master spreadsheet that Mr. Lunardo is using to enter in your PE data over the course of the year. So he can refer to it and also send it to you so you can make appropriate fitness goals. I'm also going to navigate now to a new sheet here, and this is the sheet that you are going to all have your own copies of. And I'm going to walk you through the process of making your own copy. And what you'll be able to do as Mr. Lunardo enters data in for here is his data will automatically populate into your sheet. So for example, in this example, we're seeing this student called Nicholas. And for Nicholas over here, let's say that on second quarter, Mr. Lunardo notes that Nicholas did 20 push-ups. If we go back here to the spreadsheet here, we can see that already in this push-up chart that the 20 push-ups have been logged. They've also been logged over here. So this is using a really cool function that imports data from one spreadsheet into the other. So what I want to do is I want to walk you through the process of how you will make a copy of this. And it's a little bit technical, but I think I can walk you through it if you just pay attention. So like most Google apps, you have to make a copy of this. You should only have viewing rights on this spreadsheet. You shouldn't have the ability to edit it. So you go to copy. Go to File and make a copy. And I recommend that what you do is you rename this with your name. So let's say, for example, my name is Joshua, and make that bold. I'll make a copy of that. Another thing you want to do immediately too is also make this spreadsheet public on the web. The reason is because as you guys work with these spreadsheets, Mr. Lunardo is going to look at your charts, and he wants to be able to see them. If your spreadsheet is private, then you will not be able to. He will not be able to see your data and your charts and such. So I'm just going to go to Change, go public on the web. Anyone can view. It'll also ask you to connect these sheets. So as long as this is private, it will not ask you, or you cannot have any ability to import data from another spreadsheet. So now we're ready to go. My name is Joshua. I've made a copy of the student copy. The problem is now is I don't see my data here. I see Nicholas's data. So this is the second part, and this is a little bit technical, but I think I can walk you through this. What Mr. Lunardo is going to provide for you from his master spreadsheet is what's called a unique student key. So as I said, my name is Joshua here, and let's say that, for example, I'm student 003. You're going to change that. You're not going to change it. I'm going to just close this one. I'm here on Joshua's sheet, and I'm not going to enter it here. You're going to enter it up here. If you click up here under the function category, you'll see this is the formula that's used to import the data in. And I'm going to change it right here. So right now, it's filtering for Nicholas's data from student 001. And I'm going to make that slight change in the code, pop in 003, and I'm going to hit that. So now, if Mr. Lunardo puts in some data for me, so for example, if I get 18 push-ups in second quarter, we'll see that pop up here. So just to review, what we've done is we've gone to File, you've gone to File, make a copy, you renamed it, make sure that it's public on the web, and then up in the function category, or up in the function box, you're going to put your unique student number up here so it pulls for your data specifically. Welcome back. In the last tutorial, what I did is I showed you how to make a copy of and filter for your own spreadsheet data from Mr. Lunardo's onto your own. For this next tutorial, what I'm going to do is show you how to embed these charts on your PE site. So, for example, in the last tutorial, I made a copy of this and I filtered for my own data. In this case, I'm Joshua, and I have my data that I've done, my charts that are pulling information from Mr. Lunardo's. The next we're going to do is we're going to embed this on our site. And if you navigate to a Google site, which I know most of you have for PE, this is a new version of sites. If you're using the old version of Google Sites, you'll also find some of these similar features just configured a little bit differently. But what you're going to do is you're going to embed these dynamic charts onto your site. The way you do this is you click on the content area, and when you go to insert, and you can also find this on the old form of sites as well, when you go to insert, you will go down, you'll navigate down to an area that says charts. So when you search for charts in Google Drive, what it's going to be, the first thing it's going to do is it's going to ask you, well, all charts embedded on spreadsheets. So your Google Drive is going to scan for recently used one. And I'm going to insert this, and it's going to first pull up my data. And so I'm Joshua here. These are all the charts that are embedded on this spreadsheet over here. And I'm just going to click this one here. So now that I've done that, I'm pretty much done. My push-up data is on there. If you have a page at the top that's devoted for exercise fitness, you might want to put it on that page, so just ask Mr. Lunardo. But the cool thing is, once Mr. Lunardo adds this in, like so for example, if I'm Joshua and Mr. Lunardo notes that in third quarter, Joshua does 25, we'll see that that pops up here on Joshua's spreadsheets, but also it'll populate also if I just refresh that on his Google site as well. So this is just a really cool way to automate data and give you numbers so you can make a fitness goals appropriately and quickly without having to kind of go and sort through data. You'll see automatic patterns in how you're doing over the course of the year. And this way I'll make it faster for you. So if you have any questions, stop by the EdTech department, but happy Googling.